anytime I'm unsupervised in front of a microphone, I use it to just lower the standards of our sports broadcasting station here by bringing a little bit of half-baked sports idea to the table. Mitch, she actually didn't mind my last one. I think was the power to the people play.
Yeah, the first one was good. What was the second one? It was rubbish. Something.
Trampolines in the outfield, maybe?
Something.
Attaching a basketball hoop to the crossbar in rugby.
I didn't have that one. That must have been with beef.
So here's my idea, and I call it Hell in a Cell. The idea is we can... Just hear me out. Hear me out on this one. Logan's lost the plot in the producer's booth as well. We kit out a corporate box at each ground around the country. Now, this corporate box is going to be padded. You can bring whatever you want in there and it can just be hosed out afterwards. And we just let people, instead of why should corporate boxes just be for the corporate elite? Bring the power back to the fans and let people go in. You can book it out. Maybe you could buy it per innings. So you go in there for the first inning, someone else, they hose it out at changeovers. Someone else can come in for the second innings. Like it's crying now. And then just let them go hammer and tong. And I know what you're saying. Well, the camera's going to zoom in and see these absolute lizards going hell for leather in the Hell in a Cell corporate box. That's why we have a one-way mirror. So I don't know if you've ever seen those mirrors like in bathrooms where you can flick a switch and it goes from being see-through to not see-through. We have that. So when they start, when the turn happens in the Hell in a Cell corporate box, then we can just blank them out and the crowd doesn't need to see what's going on in there. But they can still see the game.
I'm so confused. I don't know what's actually going on in the Hell in the Cell. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out have you got a cell at home that you're trying to offload to someone for this idea?
Look, whatever you want. That's the point of the Hell in a Cell. It could be a tables, ladders, chairs match, or it could just be a bit of a beer pong tournament going on in there.
Manaia, for a half-baked sports idea, this sounds very well thought out.
Thank you. They all are. But yeah, what do you reckon? I reckon bring because you can't this is the problem. I think we saw, was it yesterday at the MCG, a few blokes got tossed for making a snake out of their cups. Who can forget Geordie Barrett getting tossed out for sculling a beer after having thousands of people yelling at him to scull a beer? If there are people who are that way inclined, I'm not saying that Geordie is, then why not let those people, give those people a safe space to express themselves in the way that they want to without putting a blight on the game.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, why don't you pitch it to David White at New Zealand Cricket?
I think this is exactly what he's been looking for.
I think so. You could go straight to the top of the marketing tree there, mate. Pretty big tree.
Because, look, let's be honest, the behaviour in a corporate box can get a little bit loose as it is. The difference is they're all wearing suits when they're doing it. So why not bring the corporate box experience to the average punter?
I thought you were going to just cage off an area on the ground and just be like a free-for-all jungle.
That's essentially what... Do you remember the Catch a Million promotion? And then that got reduced because people were diving over young families in the crowd. And so that got reduced to you had to wear a T-shirt, then you had to be in a restricted area. Oh, yeah, That's essentially what that was.
And if you're trying to get around that idea that you don't want it to be broadcast around the world, you could just cage off an area and you don't want to broadcast it. The Chinese media... They blacked out the crowds, green screen the crowds at the World Cup because of their COVID protocol.
Oh, okay.
So there must be some technology out there that can take away the crowds from the viewership from the broadcast.
Green screen out the crowds. Now, the only issue that I can see with this, and there is only one, is that if you're going to green screen out part of the crowd, those people will still be there. And eventually they're going to start throwing cans onto the field or that kind of thing, which I think is where you end up with those South American style cage around the football ground, that kind of thing, which is then we're getting away from the boutique ground.
So we've kind of figured out this is a half-baked not idea.
No, because that's what you're saying is out and let them be out in the crowd. What I'm saying is you confine them to a corporate box. Maybe we need to come up with a better name than Hell in a Cell. Tables, ladders, chairs. Someone texts, I'm just glad I was on the bottom rung of the ladder when you floated the Hell in a Cell project. Hose it out. Someone else, Paddy's texted in, Manaia, combine your Hell in a Cell with the ACC's streaking lanes and get rid of the mainstream DJ and you could be onto something. Look, I'm just saying that there's legs to this. I don't just come on here and say these things willy-nilly.
Well, James is unsure whether he appreciates it or not. I said, this is so dumb and so stupid. I hate it. But I love it so much. Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, Logan, you're laughing, but would you or would you not? Say I give you a bell and say, hey, look, Black Caps are playing here at Eden Park. I've got a spare ticket to the Hell in a Cell corporate box. Do you want to come along with me?
It sounds like the ultimate bachelors or
stag do.
Stag do, yeah. It sounds incredible. I'm just thinking, Justin Nelson is someone we get on the station every now and then to talk about marketing ideas and how to grow things in sport. Mm-hmm. If he's not listening to the station already, he's probably writing this down and he's going to take it to market and hopefully he credits you for it, Manaia Stewart.
Well, I just want my cut. I just want a little 20% cut. Captain K, I feel like you and your mates would enjoy this kind of sports viewership experience, wouldn't you?
You know, majority of this chat, I've just been trying to think, what is like the recommended attire for this? Because you know that is going to get a bit twisty in there.
Yes.
And you don't want to be wearing your whites. You know, you don't want to show up in your white. You want to show up in something a little bit rough.
Have you ever watched those slime shows where they used to fill up your pants with slime as a kid? I reckon you're going in with those clear pants.
Yeah.
So you don't, because obviously padded cell, you can't go to the toilet. So you just some more practical underwear.
It would need an ensuite, I suspect.
Yeah, if you've got me, Matt, I'll go. If you got me a hazmat suit, I'll definitely take that.
Brilliant. All right, I think it's got legs. I don't know if Justin Nelson, who was the other one, David White. I don't know if these are the people I need to be talking to. Hutchie, yep, absolutely. I think his first port of call would be taking me off the show, and then I guess we'd negotiate from there. But that's my half-baked sports idea. So let us know what you think. 0800 150 811. Actually, don't ring me. Or give us a text, 8833.